want you to relax. I want you to picture yourself on the basketball court working on your ball handling. This is something you can do by yourself, but if you're going to do it by yourself, you need to always dribble as if someone is in front of you reaching for the ball. If you're working on crossovers, try to change your pace. So what you do is you go right, left, right, left, right, left. All right, and then you take off, or you do a hard dribble, step back. All right. I want you to learn how to dribble in rhythm. When you're dribbling, boom, 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 boom. Slow it down, speed it up, and move your body. Sell it with your shoulders. Sell it with your knees. You're rocking in a certain direction. Okay. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. A simple crossover between the legs will get it done. It's all about how you sway with the ball. All right. So when you're dribbling, I will recommend that if to get your moves down, to be working in the gym by yourself. That way you can really hear the basketball bounce. So you'll get used to a boom, 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 boom. Right, and you get used to the feel of that basketball in your hands. All right. When I played, as you know, I was mainly an off-catch player, so I didn't have a huge dribble package. What I had was about 2 or 3 moves, and I used them all the time. I was a threat to go left or right. So when I was in middle school, I injured my right hand. I could only play with my left, and so like for about 2 3 months, I can only carry groceries with my left. I had to try to write with my left. I had to do everything with my left. I dribbled the basketball with my left, and my left hand got so strong that when my right hand finally was ready to go, I preferred to drive left-handed because I was weak. I was still strong with my left hand, but it wasn't as strong as my right, so I could lay up a lot softer, and I had good enough handle. And for some reason, I just liked the offensive opportunities I had going left. I think because people saw me shoot right, they assumed that I preferred to go right when playing ball. So they will always angle me to my left, and that was my strong hand. So once they angled me to my left, I would eat them up, and then guess what? They want to play me right, and I'm good with the right too. All right. So make sure you work with both hands. If you're gonna, let's say, do an inside out between legs to your left, rip back to the right hand. Do the same thing with your left hand. Inside out with the left, do your legs to the right, rip back to your left, and take off. All right, work on attacking on both sides of the court. You can picture this. Always dribble with the mindset of someone in front of you. You want the dribble tight. You want it below your hips. You want to have it almost sliding across. You want to be gliding with it, smooth. And what I see with a lot of kids who necessarily don't play on teams or are playing by themselves, or maybe on like just recreationally, the dribbles aren't as tight because they're not used to having someone in front of you. And in team settings, when you dribble that ball, someone's going to be trying to take that ball from you all the time. And the only way to get them back is to have a dribble move that's a change of pace that will make them realize, oh, he's not easy to take the ball from me. If you can shake him a couple times or swing him, he'll lay off of you for the majority of that game. I promise you, because nobody wants to get crossed up out there. So when you're dribbling, picture someone in front of you. All right. Always have someone in front of you. Always be dipped down with the ball. Keep the ball low. I had one coach who told me always keep the ball dribbling below your knees. So if you're leaning down and you're dribbling a crossover, that ball should never go higher than your knees. All right. And so that might mean you may need to step out a little bit wider, but work on the basics. Keep the ball tight, as low to the ground as you can with reason. Don't be leaning all the way over on the ground. But the change of pace is really what makes it hard for you to steal the ball. It also makes it harder for your defender to steal as well. All right. So you're on this court. There's obviously a basketball hoop. If you're by yourself, I think you should just picture a defender in front of you. Work on your dribble packages both directions, and at the end, look to score. Don't just be dribbling and not looking to score. All right. All these moves are meant to set up scoring opportunities either for you or your teammates. If you're out there on the court by yourself, no one is around, so you have no one to pass to. Work on getting into the hoop. Work on a floater. Work on something from the inside out that you're going to use in the game. All right. And remember, change your pace. That's the message in this. In order to getting open and getting some space on the floor, you have to be able to change space. All right. You have to be able to change pace.
I love the game. I always love the game. Love the competition. Love competing at the highest level possible.